we went into that game knowing we were going to be in for a dogfight. They had a couple guys that didn't play big roles first semester, were now playing much bigger roles. And so we had to prep a little different for there. But again, it was the same. Like, it was like telling the guys, hey, they're going to punch. They're going to hit some threes. They're going to have some nice plays. They're probably going to get a dunk or two.
So the start of the game, like, we came in, the hangar's packed, it's rocking, it's so loud in there, and the jump ball happened, and Carter, the Wander, did a dunk.
We started off pretty high. I mean, I started off with a bang, a little dunk.
And I was like, oh, we're winning this by 20, like, it's kind of over now. And I think we got a stop right away too, and then Carter got like a fast break. He could have dunked it, he just lighted in, scored again, and then their guys, number 0 and number 7, they just couldn't miss. They were getting buckets on us. We just had no answer for them really, and they just kept, like, I don't know, these 3 after 3 it seemed like, and it felt like no matter what we were doing, we just couldn't get a stop. And we were scoring decent, but like we just weren't getting the stops that we normally do, and they're making really tough shots, so we had to just tip our caps to them.
No, like it was strange. I wasn't nervous again. I was nervous all day, but just calm and grateful for the opportunity to be in that position throughout the game, and just remembering that. So every time out, it wasn't systems. It was just, again, reminding the guys how confident and how much we trust them, and hey, we've been there before, and just little tweaks here and there.
And so my mindset, honestly, during that game was, we're fine. Like, I just knew we've been in this situation before, the guys know what to do. And I think it came back again to what we did against Concordia. It was just, we got to play our game. As soon as we start playing the other team's game and we get too worried about the X's and O's, you know, we're thinking too much. And so we just had to get out there and play. And, you know, it's crazy having a more mature team, having 4 seniors starting for you. They're able to take control of the game when they need to, and they're able to hit big shots when we need big shots. And it came down in that game that when we needed a timely bucket, you know, they were able to produce. And so it's a lot on those guys more than our preparation for that game. Was just, they needed to get it done.
So emotionally, it was just kind of like fighting through the fact that we can get through this. Like, we have, like, in multiple games throughout the season, we've been down and come back, but I could tell, like, just everyone, it's like, it really tested our mental toughness. And that was big, because it's like, I don't know, you don't get to always test that every day, because we either play a team that's like not too great or one that like we already know that's gonna be tough. So it's like, this was like, we knew it was winnable, but it was just that toughness to like fight through and play together and I don't know, get that win.
Yeah, they came in, they hit us in the first half. Yeah, we just weren't hitting some of our shots. They were hitting, it seemed like, most of their shots. Yeah, heading into halftime, you could tell the locker room was a little nervous, especially home court. With a trip to nationals and the ACAC finals on the line, we were kind of like, everyone was a little nervous. We came in here, but the same thing we kind of talked about. We're a family. We got here trusting each other. The way we're going to get out of this is trusting each other. It's not going to be 3 minutes and we'll be tied and we'll be leading by 20 in the second half. But it's going to be a dogfight, just the whole game. And we got in here. Remember looking at some of the guys. We were down, but a couple of us made jokes. We laughed. We got locked in. We knew what we had to do.
The fans honestly made my day, because like every time I hit a shot, Francis, I don't know, all the other boys like just hit their shots. Like, everyone was so hyped.
You just take the game as it goes. Like, we know the game's 4 quarters long, and if we just keep doing what we're supposed to do, like, we'll eventually get a win out of it. But in the moment, like, it was pretty crazy. Like it was so loud in there, I could barely hear myself think, and I think we kind of fed off of that. And then I think me especially, like, just feeling all the energy from the fans, like, just got in that zone where you just feel like you can't miss. And you know, just shots kept falling one after the other, and just wanting to win so bad, we just figured it out. We made it happen, and like just, I don't know, like it was so lucky sometimes, but I think it also was our hard work and us persevering through like the challenges we've had all season and just figuring it out as a team.
The one time I got a bit scared though is when, this was probably the first time all season that I've been scared that that we wouldn't be able to pull it out, and it was right before halftime. They had a fast break and the guy lobbed it and they dunked it on Zach. That was probably the first time all season I was kind of scared that we might not win it, but we had a couple of buckets after that and we went into halftime and no one really was scared. No one batted an eye. We just kept talking. Like, we just talk about how much we love each other and like how that helps us so much, that like we just love each other too much to lose, and we're willing to sacrifice anything to win, whether that's minutes, whether that's points, moving the ball on extra time, sacrificing it on defense.
Yeah. Trailing, when we were trailing at 11 at half, I'd say it didn't feel like we were trailing at 11 at half. We'd been in that situation so many times before against Lethbridge and Red Deer, and we knew that if we stuck together that we would come out on top. It's just going through that battling, especially that game, it was a hard one. Like, we had to take pride on defense. And like the crowd helped us with that. Like they're an integral part of what we do here at Briercrest. They're chanting, they give us that extra boost of energy when we need it, and I know it has to suck to play against us when we have that.
It made me really grateful for the game of basketball itself. So once again, I don't know why I'm with the Olympics, talk, but I remember watching the 100-meter final, 100-meter sprint, and watching Noah Lyles win by 1,000th of a second. And it makes you realize that in those sports, they only have 10 seconds to get things right. However, in basketball, you got a whole 40 minutes. You can give up a whole quarter and then win the other 3. And it really matters about who wins at the end of the day in the 4th quarter. And yeah, I'm just so grateful that we have so much time to get things right. You're not going to win the game in 2 or 3 possessions. It's a collection of a bunch of good stops, a bunch of good shots, and things of that nature.
You just have to remember, like, it is like a longer, like, the game isn't done in 2 minutes. Like, we still have time. So you have to remember, like, just chip away, like, 1 basket at a time. And honestly, I think we started doing that. It's like, we didn't think about, oh, we have to score 11 points. We thought, okay, we have to get this next bucket. So, I don't know, we just had that mentality, just get on to the next. And I mean, however much we were down, we just it took care of itself, because we fight. And I don't know. I mean, I think everyone wanted to get that win. So it really helps that that we have that drive, especially like for the boys who've been here for a while. Like, they did not have great seasons before this. So just for the opportunity for them to make it to nationals was huge. So I know that was big for them. For me, I really wanted to get nationals because it's back home for me in Montreal.
I got to give credit where credit's due to Nate. I didn't expect them as such a young team to be able to hang with us. I thought our experience and the atmosphere of how intense it was in the hangar, it would cause them to fold, but they didn't. They stuck with us. I mean, Omar Farah and Peter Lakdang, they put on a show, and I was worried at halftime. For me personally, that was a terrible game. I think I had 8 points, something like that, and I felt a lot of pressure on me. But that's the beauty of our team, is we get the job done no matter what. You have guys, I'm struggling, but then you have guys like Carter and Francis, and they just go off. And yeah, that's really the beauty of our team this year. We are so deep, we have so many weapons. There's no shot that all of our guys will have an off night.
It was an amazing game, and once we were trailing at halftime, I realized, I'm not the best option to help our team. And that's fine, because we have Carter Wayne. That guy, he went crazy.
Yeah, so we're down at half, and then I was pretty fired up. But then we get in here, and like, we've got such a good group of guys that we just kind of bring each other together and start making jokes, laugh at Cooper a little bit. And then like at the end of the halftime, I was like, no, we're okay, we're gonna win this one. And then Francis and Carter, man, they just go on conscience out there and like start chipping away at the lead. And then Carter hit a 3 in the corner, the Wander hit a 3 in the corner. I've never heard a building so loud in my life. You know, I thought the roof was going to come off the place. So it was crazy. And then as soon as we got the lead, it was like, you can't take this away from us. We're winning it all, and we're going to natties. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
And then you just saw Francis take over at the end. Big players show up in big moments, and Francis has done that continuously for the last 2 years. You know, on Thursday, you see Owen hit some massive shots in big moments. You know, Friday you see Francis step up. So like, just putting him in those situations succeed, and and Francis sees the moment. He's a big time player. He doesn't get phased, right? If he's not quite on, he's going to get there, and you just trust him with it. And so he just has that compete.
So yeah, we came out of halftime, and I think you could tell there was an energy shift, just the way we played. Before, we were letting them dictate what they did on offense, and I think in the second half we kind of more dictated what they did, and we kept getting the lead. I think it was like a 10-point lead consistently, and we cut it down to like 4, and then they push it back to 10. We get it down to like 2, push it back to 10, and when Zach fouled the 3-point shooter, like Trey looked over at me and he's like, it's impossible to make 3 free throws in this gym right now. It's too loud.
And then, to have, like, we're up by 3 with 30 seconds left, and they get 3 free throws. To hear the crowd.
Thankfully, the crowd was rocking. It was loud. Everyone was yelling and screaming. It was like impossible to make those free throws, and he missed the first 2, which kind of sealed the game for us, and we ended up winning, which was pretty sick.
2 years ago, we were 2-19, kind of the bottom of the barrel, and now we're in the ACAC final, and we're going to nationals. And like, we thought we could do good this season. I personally don't even know if I thought we could do this good. Like, this was special. And then after the game, a couple people stormed the court. It wasn't the craziest thing, but it was like, yeah, our community's behind us.
Most coaches probably say the best part of coaching is seeing their players improve, become better men, stronger men, grow up a little bit, become better players, and then seeing them, reach some of their goals and succeed. And so it was, first of all, just like, wow, this group of guys has been through something the last couple years, and then some of them for 5 or 6. And so to see all their dedication, hard work, grinding through some pretty tough years, and stay committed, and then get to experience, like, wow, we're getting a medal, and we're going to Montreal. It was like, okay, that was awesome, and we're pretty excited, but right away the focus was, we don't want to go as the 2 seed. Like, yeah, this is a great accomplishment, but it just kind of felt like, it'd just be a lot different if we can finish it off on Saturday. And so the focus right away was, unreal job, guys, another great accomplishment. Celebrate it for an hour and then go to bed, and we're back at it tomorrow.
Every time out, every stoppage of play, at halftime, like, guys, I never doubted you. Honestly, I was like, we're gonna, like, I told you I trust this team more than any other team that I've coached. Like, I believe it. Okay, unreal. Like, my goodness, like, so proud of you guys. Okay, now let's enjoy it tonight. Okay, enjoy it for a little bit more. Then you guys got to get back to your routine for tomorrow. We got one more. Okay, unreal. Okay, listen, unreal accomplishment. We're stinking going to Montreal.
Just being able to win that game and get the opportunity to go to nationals, that was so huge. I know for all the guys, and just getting here from where we started as a team, it's just so fulfilling, because you see kind of the hard work that we've put in. Not everyone sees all the late nights where you're just putting in work, and you know, nobody really cares about that, but when you show it off at the biggest stage, I think that's just huge. So everyone was really excited about that. I loved having the opportunity, and I loved that we were able to pull the win off.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool, winning that game and knowing, yeah, we got another one tomorrow, but we've punched our ticket. That to me was kind of the moment where I was like, man, we really just did something here. Like we might be Briercrest legends at this point. And I don't say that lightly because, you know, you have guys who have done amazing things, teams who have done amazing things, but that's a pretty incredible, that guarantees us that we medal, which is the first time that that's happened for Briercrest men's basketball. Guarantees we go to nationals, that's the first time since they've been in the pack. So already for that reason, but then we still have a chance to go get that gold. I also had in the back of my mind, you haven't done anything yet. It's not finished yet. I thought back to the Red Deer game last year, I said, yeah, we took our foot off the gas, and we could do that right now, and I don't think anyone would blame us. I think our fans would probably be perfectly happy with us getting a silver. But why not? We've come this far, why don't we go get that gold?